Alright, we're done. We're done. We got the number one common and the Red Oak Select mixed. Took a little while. Probably added a day and a half to the project. So, yeah. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So, there we go. I had to make this big old reducer here for this. Tile was about 3/4 higher than the flooring. So it was 1.5 inches high for the mortar bed. That's what they had to do on the old subfloor. I probably would have tore out the old subfloor in here and beefed it up, and that way they could have been a lower transition. So this laundry room gets marmoleum, and so I held this up. Marmoleum's about 2.8 millimeters thick to 2. So I held that up to about 2. It's a little bit shy of an 1/8 inch marmoleum is. So we held that up. So hopefully it just butts into that. Not much of a lip. I'd rather have my wood a little bit higher than the marmoleum sticking up. Probably doesn't catch that lip or whatever. Hopefully they use I don't do marmoleum anymore, but we used to use the regular field glue, and then I used a 2-part epoxy at all doorways, 2 inches wide. And we did that to keep the edges down and keep them from curling as it ages. So we did the same over there as well in the kitchen. Gets marmoleum, and we held that up. They used a spacer to get it even. So anyways, we got that Maxwell number one and Select and Better mixed. It took a while. The milling was a little different between the two. I mean, it ranged from perfect to full 16th. So basically what we did is just come up with one row was Select and Better, and the next row was number one common. That's what we did out here. Here, I matched up each end individually and just kept moving along while Edgar came back and installed behind me, but that was just taking too long. But that's how we did this area here. And then, yeah. So what's interesting is that the Select and Betters, you know, it's got some close number one common boards in it. So it mixed well. It definitely resembles an older number one common floor. Yeah, I just, yeah, I don't know what to say about the number one common. To do that whole floor with what they give you, yeah, you know, between the yep, I don't know what to say about that. Definitely interesting floor. Definitely a different number one common. That's all I can say compared to an old floor. So if you're matching the floor, lacing into an old floor, yeah, everyone's a little bit of a surprise, and that's what you do. So I definitely, this room originally would have been, it was old floor. The dining room was going to be new, and then there was a lace in here. It came all the way down. There was a cabinet there, no wood, so there was a lace in 12 feet. So yeah, we sanded it all, and that's when we realized this old floor didn't have another sanding in it. But anyways, that's where we're at. was interesting trying to match that and see how it turned out. Anyways, there is an existing floor still left in the house that we just based everything off of, and this is it. And this is a, you know, it's number one common, but you know, they put in the number two boards too in this floor, you can just tell. So, anyways, yeah, a lot of character in that southern number one common anymore. A lot of character. A lot of, a lot of grain. Just weird grain. I don't know what else to say, you know. Weird grain too, you know. And definitely some funky, weird boards, you know. Like I wouldn't have put that board in here. There's a lot of boards that I probably would have pulled out of here, but no telling what it looks like underneath there. But yeah, it's probably the Maxwell, like I said. So interesting. Yeah. You know, so not only trying to match the character, you know, you've got a grain issue too, you know. So, a lot of this crazy grain. That's what makes me think that this stuff's coming out of the swamps, you know. So, anyways, probably is. Anyways, I'll post this today and we'll be done.